Hey everyone, welcome back to Go English. I'm Mizu, and if you want to speak English more naturally and sound more like real native speakers in daily life, you're in the right place.
And I'm Lucas. We're so happy you're here learning with us today, wherever you're watching from around the world.
So, Lucas, have you ever said something like, I wish I had more time?
Every Monday morning.
Same. Or maybe, I wish people would text back faster. I wish I could travel more.
Native speakers use wish all the time, but honestly, a lot of English learners get confused because wish plus past, wish plus would, wish plus could, they all look similar.
Exactly. And textbooks often make it feel complicated and stressful. But today, we're going to make it feel simple, natural, and emotional, the way native speakers actually use it.
By the end of this video, you'll finally understand when to use wish plus past, wish plus would, and wish plus could without overthinking grammar rules.
Because the real secret is this: wish is about feelings.
Not just grammar.
So, grab a coffee, relax, and let's learn real English together.
And before we start, tell us in the comments what's something you wish for right now.
And if you enjoy learning natural, everyday English with us, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Go English family.
All right, let's get started.
The city just keeps moving, doesn't it?
The city just keeps moving, doesn't it?
Okay, Lucas, here's something interesting. A lot of English learners think wish is just grammar, but native speakers don't really feel it that way.
Exactly. When people say, I wish, they're usually feeling something first. Stress, frustration, regret, hope, dreams.
Yeah, it's actually a very emotional word, and that's the big secret most textbooks never explain.
For example, nobody wakes up and says, yes, today I will practice unreal grammar structures.
Seriously, people say, I wish I had more time. I wish I could sleep. I wish this traffic would move.
That's real-life English.
And notice something important. When you use wish, you're mentally comparing two realities.
Oh yes, reality number 1, your real life now. Reality number 2, the life you want.
Exactly. Maybe right now you're tired, busy, stressed, broke.
Adult life again.
And your brain creates another version. I wish I were on a beach. I wish I didn't have work tomorrow. I wish I had unlimited money.
Especially the money one.
Honestly.
So remember this, wish happens when reality feels different from your ideal situation. That's the emotional core.
And that's why wish feels so human, because everybody wishes for something.
Even tiny everyday things, like, I wish this coffee were hotter. I wish my phone battery lasted longer. I wish supermarkets stayed open later.
Or emotional things. I wish my family lived closer. I wish my best friend understood me. I wish things were different.
And native speakers use wish naturally because it helps express feelings quickly. Not perfect grammar, feelings.
That's why you should stop memorizing wish like a math formula. Instead, feel the situation.
Yes, ask yourself, what emotion is happening here? Disappointment, frustration, dreaming, regret?
Because once you understand the feeling, the grammar suddenly becomes much easier.
And in the next parts, we'll show you something really important, how native speakers use wish plus past, wish plus would, wish plus could, and how each one has a completely different feeling.
And once you feel those differences, you'll start sounding much more natural in English conversations.
So let's keep going.
Okay, now let's talk about the most common type of wish. This is the one native speakers use constantly in daily life.
Like all the time. At work, at home, in traffic. On Monday mornings, especially Monday mornings.
Yes, and the feeling is actually very simple. You want the present situation to be different. That's it.
This structure is wish plus past simple. But don't panic when you hear past simple, because this is where many learners get confused.
The grammar looks past, but the meaning is actually about now.
Exactly. You're talking about your current reality, your life right now, your situation today.
For example, I wish I had more free time. That does not mean you had free time before. It means right now you don't have enough free time.
Another one, I wish I lived closer to work, meaning you live far away now and probably hate the commute.
Especially when traffic is terrible.
Or when the train stops every 3 minutes.
Or when you wake up late and suddenly become an Olympic runner.
Too real.
So here's the emotional feeling. Things are not the way I want right now. That's the heart of wish plus past.
You're imagining a better present reality, not the past, not necessarily the future, the present.
Let's look at some very natural examples. I wish I had more money, meaning I don't have enough money now.
I wish I knew the answer, meaning I don't know it now.
I wish I were taller, meaning you're unhappy with your current height.
I wish I spoke English fluently, meaning you're still struggling sometimes now.
And honestly, this is one of the most common wishes English learners have.
Absolutely. And don't worry, fluency takes time. Native speakers speak fast, swallow sounds, change words, use slang. Even advanced learners sometimes think, I wish people spoke slower.
Yes, that's a very real one.
Native speakers use wish plus past constantly for stress, work, money, time, relationships, weather, daily complaints. Basically, adult life.
Seriously, listen to these. I wish weekends were longer.
I wish coffee were free.
I wish my phone battery lasted longer.
I wish I didn't have to wake up early.
I wish this weather were cooler.
And notice how natural these sound. This is not textbook English. This is real everyday conversation English.
I wish weekends were longer.
Seriously, Sunday feels like it lasts 14 minutes.
You blink once and suddenly it's Monday morning.
Monday enters the room like a movie villain.
With movie music in the background.
Now let's talk about a very important mistake learners make. A lot of people say, I wish I have more time. But native speakers say, I wish I had more time.
Because after wish, we usually move one step back grammatically. That's why we use past simple.
Another common mistake, I wish I am taller. More natural, I wish I were taller.
And yes, were sounds more natural after wish, especially I wish I were, it wishes it were.
Even native speakers sometimes say was casually, like I wish I was taller. You will hear that. But were sounds more standard and more natural for this structure.
But honestly, don't focus too much on memorizing grammar rules. Instead, focus on the emotion. Ask yourself, what do I want to be different in my life right now?
That question creates natural English. Maybe, I wish I had more confidence. I wish I had more energy. I wish I lived near the beach. I wish I didn't work tomorrow.
And suddenly, you're not studying grammar anymore. You're expressing real feelings in English.
And that is how native speakers actually use language, not like a grammar robot.
In the next part, we'll show you something really important. The emotional difference between I wish it changed and I wish it would change. And that tiny difference changes the entire feeling of the sentence. Okay, now we're entering a very different type of wish. And honestly, this is where the emotional feeling changes a lot.
Yes, because wish plus would is usually not soft or dreamy. It often sounds frustrated, annoyed, impatient.
Exactly. With wish plus past, you're unhappy about a situation. But with wish plus would, you're upset because something keeps happening again and again.
Or not happening.
Yes. And the structure is wish plus would plus base verb. Very simple structure, but the feeling behind it is super important.
Here's the easiest way to understand it. Wish plus past, reality is different from what I want. Wish plus would, please change this behavior.
That is the big emotional difference.
And once learners understand this, everything suddenly feels clearer.
Let's look at some examples native speakers say all the time. I wish you would listen, meaning you're frustrated because the person never listens.
I wish my neighbors would be quiet, meaning they keep making noise and it's driving you crazy.
I wish it would stop raining, meaning the rain keeps continuing and now you're annoyed.
Very British sentence, honestly.
Honestly, yes. Or in summer, I wish this weather would cool down.
And one of the most modern adult life examples, I wish my internet would work.
That sentence carries pain.
Deep emotional pain.
Notice something important. Wish plus would often happens when a situation repeats again and again and again.
Exactly. Your roommate keeps leaving dishes in the sink. Your phone keeps freezing. Your dog keeps barking. Your coworker keeps interrupting you. Eventually, your brain says, I wish this would stop.
So emotionally, wish plus would often contains irritation, impatience, emotional exhaustion.
Tiny daily suffering.
That's adulthood again.
Listen to how natural these sound. I wish people would stop talking during movies.
Especially during emotional scenes.
Right? Like, why are you discussing your dinner plans during the final battle scene?
Another one, I wish my phone would charge faster.
I wish he would text back.
Oof, that one sounds emotional immediately.
Because now it's not just annoyance. Sometimes wish plus would also carries emotional disappointment.
Exactly. You're waiting, hoping, checking your phone every 6 seconds.
Pretending you're not thinking about it.
While literally staring at the screen.
Let's compare these two carefully. I wish I lived closer to work. This describes your current life situation.
But I wish my boss would stop scheduling early meetings. Now you're frustrated about repeated behavior.
That emotional difference matters much more than memorizing grammar formulas.
I wish alarms would wake me up gently.
Mine sounds like a national emergency warning.
Mine sounds like, get up or everything is destroyed.
And somehow the alarm always feels louder when you're deeply asleep.
My soul leaves my body every morning.
Now, here's an important thing. Native speakers usually don't use would for themselves. For example, I wish I would wake up earlier. This sounds unnatural in many situations.
More natural would be, I wish I woke up earlier, or I wish I could wake up earlier.
Because wish plus would usually focuses on behavior you want changed from outside yourself. Another person, a machine, the weather, the world.
Exactly. It often sounds like, please stop doing this, or please start doing this.
That's why these sound natural. I wish my phone would work. I wish people would drive better. I wish this rain would stop.
You're emotionally reacting to something external.
So don't memorize this like grammar rule number 48. Instead, ask yourself, am I frustrated because something keeps happening?
If the answer is yes, there's a good chance native speakers would naturally use wish plus would.
And once you start noticing this in movies, podcasts, and real conversations, you'll hear it everywhere.
In the next part, we're going to move into a softer emotional feeling, wish plus could.
And this one is all about ability, possibility, and things you want to do, but can't.
Okay, now we come to a very different feeling again. This one is not about frustration and not really about annoyance.
Right. This one feels softer, more emotional, sometimes even a little sad or dreamy.
Exactly. With wish plus could, you're talking about something you want to do, but you simply can't.
So the core idea is you want ability or possibility.
And the structure is wish plus could plus base verb.
If wish would is frustration, wish could is limitation.
Yes, it's like your brain is saying, I want this, but it's not possible for me right now.
And that's why it often sounds more emotional than angry, more like, I really wish this were possible.
Exactly. Let's look at some very natural ones. I wish I could fly.
Classic.
I wish I could speak Japanese.
Or any language, really.
I wish I could stay longer.
That's a very common goodbye sentence, when you don't want the moment to end.
I wish I could help you.
That one feels very kind, very human.
Now let's make it more real, because native speakers don't use this for fantasy only. They use it in everyday life. Travel. I wish I could travel more.
Meaning, I want to travel, but I don't have the time or money right now. Money. I wish I could buy that house.
Meaning, it's out of reach right now.
Maybe someday, but not today.
Time. I wish I could sleep all day. Honestly, same.
Same, but life says no. I wish I could see my family more often.
This one feels emotional because it's not about frustration, it's about distance or limitation.
And that's why wish plus could often feels a little more emotional and gentle compared to wish would.
Yes, it's not fix this problem. It's more like, I want this, but I can't reach it. I wish I could eat pizza every day.
Technically, you can.
My body disagrees.
Your body is the real grammar teacher.
And it says no.
Let's listen to more natural patterns. I wish I could see you more.
I wish I could stay here longer.
I wish I could go back in time.
I wish I could fix everything.
Notice something? These are not angry sentences. They feel soft, reflective, sometimes even a little emotional.
Because you're not blaming something, you're expressing a limitation.
Let's quickly compare. Wish plus past, I wish I had more money.
Wish plus would, I wish my boss would give me a break.
Wish plus could, I wish I could afford more time with my family.
Same idea of not ideal life, but different emotional color.
Native speakers often use wish plus could when talking about dreams, ability, life limits, personal goals, emotional distance.
And it often sounds more polite and gentle than wish plus would.
Because it's not asking someone to change, it's simply expressing your situation.
So remember this feeling. Wish plus could is equal to I want it, but I can't.
And that's it. Simple structure, deep emotion, very natural English.
Now that we understand all three, wish plus past, wish plus would, wish plus could,
In the next part, we'll put everything together so you can instantly tell the difference without thinking about grammar rules at all.
just natural English feeling.
Let's go.
Okay, Lucas, now let's do something really important. Because up to now, we've learned 3 structures. But learners often still feel, wait, they still feel similar.
Yes, and the reason is simple. You're trying to remember grammar, but native speakers don't think like that.
Exactly. They think in feelings, not rules.
So let's make it super clear in the fastest way possible. Same idea, different emotion.
Let's take one simple topic, money.
And watch how wish changes the feeling.
I wish I had more money.
Meaning, reality is different from what you want. You don't have enough money right now.
This is just a simple statement of your current life situation. A quiet feeling, like, I want my life to be better than this.
I wish prices would go down.
Now the feeling changes. This is not just your situation. This is frustration about something happening in the world.
Prices keep being high and you want that situation to change.
So emotionally, it feels like, this is annoying, please change it. I wish I could buy a house.
Now it's not about frustration, it's about limitation.
You want it, but it's not possible right now.
So the feeling is more like, I really want this, but I can't reach it.
So look at this. Wish plus past, reality is different.
Wish plus would, something external is annoying or needs to change.
Wish plus could, you don't have the ability or possibility.
Now, here's the most important thing in this whole lesson.
Go on.
Native speakers do not think, which grammar rule should I use?
Nope.
They think, what am I feeling right now?
Yes, that's it. Simple.
If the feeling is, I don't like my current life situation, wish plus past.
If the feeling is, this thing keeps bothering me, wish plus would.
If the feeling is, I want to do this, but I can't, wish plus could.
I wish I had more time.
I wish meetings would end earlier.
I wish I could sleep right now.
Same.
So now you don't need to memorize anything complicated.
Just remember, same word, 3 different emotions.
And in the next part, we'll show you how native speakers really use wish in daily life conversations.
So it sounds natural, not like textbook English.
Let's go. Okay, now let's make this feel real. Because in textbooks, wish looks like grammar rules. But in real life, it's just how people express what they feel.
Exactly. Native speakers don't sit there thinking, which structure is correct? They just speak from emotion.
And wish shows up in so many different moods. Let's break it down in real situations.
First type, soft complaints. Not angry, not aggressive, just a gentle, this could be better.
For example, I wish this cafe were quieter.
You're sitting in a cafe, trying to relax, but it's a bit noisy.
Or, I wish traffic weren't so bad.
Classic everyday English. You're not shouting, you're just tired of the situation.
It's like a soft sigh in English. Now let's go to something more emotional and dreamy.
This is where wish feels beautiful.
I wish I lived by the ocean.
You're imagining a peaceful life. Waves, fresh air, no stress.
I wish I could travel forever.
No deadlines, no alarms, just movement and freedom.
This kind of wish feels like daydreaming.
Soft, slow, peaceful.
Now this one is deeper, more serious.
Yes, when people are talking about relationships, feelings, or life changes, wish becomes very emotional.
I wish things were different.
That can mean a lot of things. Maybe regret, maybe sadness, maybe disappointment.
I wish you understood me.
This one is powerful because it's not about grammar, it's about connection.
You're not just speaking English, you're expressing your heart.
So here's what native speakers actually do. They use wish for everything. Small complaints, big dreams, emotional moments, deep thoughts.
Sometimes it sounds funny.
Sometimes romantic.
Sometimes deeply emotional.
And that's exactly why it's such a powerful word in English.
Because in just one word, you can express, I want something different.
Without explaining everything.
And that's real communication, natural, human. So today, remember this. Wish is not really about grammar. It's about emotion.
Exactly. Native speakers use it to talk about dreams, frustration, regret, limitations, daily life.
And once you stop memorizing rules and start feeling the meaning, English becomes much more natural.
If this lesson helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who's learning English.
And before you go, we really want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, what's one thing you wish you could do this year?
We love reading your comments, and we're always learning together with you.
Thank you for spending time with us today.
We'll see you in the next Go English lesson.
Bye, everyone.